Arun lived in a village nestled amidst towering mountains. Its inhabitants knew little of the world beyond. Arun was different. He dreamt of distant lands, of bustling cities and vast oceans. His imagination soared, fueled by stories from wandering nomads who occasionally passed through. He would spend hours gazing at the distant peak, its snow-capped summit a beacon of his aspirations. One day, Arun decided, he would cross the treacherous mountain pass and see the world he'd dreamt of. It was a perilous journey, one no one from his village had dared to undertake. The elders warned him of the dangers, the unpredictable weather and the treacherous terrain. But Arun was undeterred. His heart yearned for the unknown. He was determined to experience the world beyond his village, to breathe the air of distant lands. The villagers scoffed at his ambition. They called him a dreamer, a fool who chased fantasies. They believed the mountains were impossible, a natural barrier keeping them safe from the unknown. But Arun refused to listen. He knew in his heart that the world held endless possibilities, waiting to be discovered. Arun, with the innocence of youth, believed in his dream. The mountains to him were not barriers, but pathways. He saw them not as obstacles, but as challenges to be overcome. His spirit, untouched by the cynicism of the villagers, remained undimmed. The villagers observed Arun's preparations with a mixture of amusement and pity. They had seen dreamers like him before. Young and foolish, they would eventually learn to accept their limitations. The mountains, they believed, were a reminder of their confined existence. Arun, however, remained unfazed. "The mountains are treacherous," warned the village elder, his voice heavy with concern. "Many have tried to cross them, but none have returned." Arun listened respectfully, his eyes fixed on the distant peak. "Their fear stopped them," he thought to himself, "but I will not be deterred." He knew the journey would be arduous, but he was prepared to face every challenge. His heart throbbed with a mix of excitement and apprehension. He knew the path ahead would test his limits, but the thought of the unknown, of the world waiting to be discovered, fueled his determination. The doubts of the villagers only strengthened his resolve. He would prove them wrong. He would show them that the mountains were not barriers but gateways. He would return with stories of the world beyond, stories that would ignite the imaginations of the village children and rekindle the spirit of adventure in the hearts of the elders. Arun began his preparations with unwavering focus. He spent his days gathering provisions, carefully selecting dried fruits, salted meat and sturdy clothing. He sought the advice of seasoned hunters, learning about the mountain's treacherous paths and unpredictable weather. He trained his body, climbing the foothills, acclimatizing himself to the thinning air. Every sunrise saw him a step closer to his goal. He practiced climbing on the lower slopes, his grip firm, his steps measured. He learned to read the language of the mountains, to understand the whispers of the wind and the warnings of the clouds. He honed his survival skills, learning to build fire, find shelter and navigate by the stars. His nights were filled with anticipation. He would trace the contours of the mountain peak with his finger, etching the image in his memory. He dreamt of the lush valleys and shimmering cities that lay beyond, his heart pounding with a longing for the unknown. The skepticism of the villagers faded into background noise. Arun was no ordinary boy. He was a force of nature, fueled by an unwavering belief in himself and the power of his dreams. His spirit, tempered by determination, was ready to face the challenges ahead. He knew that the journey would change him, mold him into something stronger, something extraordinary. The day of his departure dawned crisp and clear. Arun bid farewell to his village, his backpack laden with supplies and his heart brimming with hope. He took a deep breath of the mountain air, feeling the familiar chill against his skin. He began his ascent, each step a testament to his unwavering resolve. The climb was arduous, the air thinned with every upward step, each breath becoming a labored effort. Icy winds lashed at his face, numbing his skin. The path was treacherous, littered with loose rocks and hidden crevices. Yet Arun pressed on, his eyes fixed on the summit. He battled fatigue, hunger, and the occasional bout of doubt. There were moments when the mountain seemed to mock his efforts, testing his endurance with its unforgiving terrain. He encountered treacherous paths, sheer rock faces and blinding snowstorms. But each challenge only strengthened his resolve. He drew strength from the memory of his village, from the faces of the children who had gazed at him with a mix of awe and admiration. He was their beacon of hope, their proof that dreams could be pursued, no matter how impossible they seemed. He would not let them down.